guys. Um, yes, I do have my coffee with me. I got a venti, y'all, and I am over here shaking because this is a lot of coffee. This time they made it stronger than usual. I got a white chocolate mocha with vanilla sweet cream cold foam, oat milk, and caramel drizzle. And y'all, it is so good, but they gave me a little bit too much of coffee. It's strong, so your girl is feeling it. And yeah, I'm just, we just gonna go with this. We just gonna roll with it. So if I feel a little hyper more than usual, then you know why. To come on here after listening to Pastor Stephen preach today, because it was so good. Especially when he preaches, it just lights a fire under me. It lights a light bulb in my head, and God is just like, go ahead and write it down. You know, this is the next thing that I want you to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this to you guys very quickly today, as to why I landed at this point, why I'm actually here. And when I say here, I mean here in this moment. I mean here in this state. I mean here at this place that I'm currently in. I've talked about it a little bit ago, but I didn't really go much into depth. And so I'm going to go in a little bit more as to why I'm here and the entire reason, like why. Because you can say why and just give a gloss over of why, but I'm going to go in a little bit deeper as to truly why and the understanding of why I'm actually here. So as you guys know, it all started with me coming here. I didn't expect to come here. I actually was expecting to go to another state. Unfortunately, that did not happen right away. It'll happen later, but it did not happen right away. It was something that I had to basically come here, obviously for a reason that unbeknownst to me. And obviously God had a different plan, and I was just like not having it, because I was like, this is not a part of the plan that I thought that we had together, that I agreed upon. So I don't understand why I'm here. And I was just so upset, and that really just put me into depression because I thought that it was my fault. And yes, I did make some mistakes, but at the same time, it was all about God's plan. It was all in his plan the entire time. And even though we make mistakes, or even though we feel like we made mistakes, all of it is a part of God's plan for what really he has in store for us to receive, to be a part of. And in actuality, I was being a blessing to someone else, and all the while God is blessing me to be a blessing. He's blessing me for the larger picture, for his purpose. And I was just, honestly, I was not having it. I was just like, this is not where I wanted to be. This is not where I wanted to land. I wanted to be somewhere else. I was supposed to be somewhere else. How can I get back to that place of where I was supposed to originally be? And so it took me some time, and I had that at the back of my mind, but I was just like, I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to go there, because I'm like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I don't want to talk about it. I put myself in a position where I felt like I could have done better. What could I have done to take a different step? If I would have done this, then I would have been able to be in a better position in the state that I was originally supposed to be in. But you know what? Like I said, it was a part of God's plan that all of this happened. And if it didn't happen the way that it happened, then I wouldn't have been a blessing to someone else. Now, I'm not going to go into detail because, first of all, I did not get permission, okay, from this person to say specifically the blessing it was, but also it's more personal. So therefore, I just don't want to go there. It's personal for me and it's personal for that other person. So I don't want to go into that extreme and into true detail, but just on the surface, I will say that I was a blessing to that person, because had I not been here, then they would have had, I feel, they would have had a more difficult time. And because I'm here, things just, happened the way that they were supposed to happen. And I accepted that. And I'm like, thank you, Lord, because I was a blessing to them. They also were a blessing to me in this way, where I was able to build my relationship even better. And I was able to honestly close a door or receive closure for a space that in my life that I felt like I just didn't want to deal with. I just wanted to let it go. I just wanted to put it behind me, and I wanted to continue to move forward. But if you don't deal with what you put behind you, then you're not able to fully move forward in the way that you want to. So I'm happy that I am here. I got used to being here. I as Pastor Mike Todd talks about, I love it here, because this is where it all began. This is where a lot of things were birthed. This is where I needed to receive that closure so that I'm able to go ahead and move forward in the right direction with more clarity, more understanding as to what I'm going to do there when I get to the next point in my life, when I get to where I'm supposed to be in the next stage of my life. And it is, being here, it has matured me and prepared me in a different way, in a better way than I didn't even expect. So me landing at this point in this moment, it really changed me. It bettered me. It prepared me. It took me by surprise. And that's how life is going to do. It's going to place you in a position where you feel as though you're not supposed to be there. But in actuality, you are. You're supposed to be right there in that moment. You feel like you're backtracking. You feel like you're going backwards. You feel like, wait a minute, what's going on? It's taking you by surprise, but just hold on for the ride. Just calm down, receive it, and just know that it's happening for a reason. That you are in that place. You are in that space for a reason, to mature, to develop into a stronger individual. Because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't go through depression. And I know that you're like, you don't want to go through depression. You're right, I don't. But because I went through depression, I don't think that I would be as strong. It's another level to me. I see it this way, as it being another level to me, that has matured me and has taken me to another step, where I now have better relationships, where I have now looked at myself inwardly even more to really fix some things in my life. I have looked at my life in a way where I never would have looked at myself or my life, and said, you know what? I'm so happy that I changed this. If I would have gone to that other state, I still would have had perfectionism issues. I would have still had issues deep down inside, rooted deep in my life, that wouldn't have been exposed, that would have gotten to a point where when I get into a relationship, it would have really exposed this ugly head, where it wouldn't have been great for that relationship. But because I'm dealing with my situation, with my inner thoughts and my life deep within, because I'm dealing with it now, then when I get in a relationship, when I move to another state, all of that is going to be taken care of, so that when I move to that next part of my life, that's baggage that I don't even have to worry about. That's baggage that I can just go ahead and just throw away, because now I don't have to take care of that. Now I don't have to carry that with me. All of that is taken care of, because God has placed me in a position for me to be able to take care of that situation, of what was really going on in my life. He helped me to be able to pinpoint it, take care of it, before I move on, before I move forward. So I suggest you guys, go ahead and do the same thing. There's something deep down that you're like, you don't want to deal with, or it has surfaced up a little bit, but you feel like it'll be okay. Like if I just take care of it just a little bit, then I'll be fine. Or I'll wait until this certain time happens, this certain point in my life happens, and then I'll go ahead and take care of it. No, you are in the position that you're in right now for a reason. And it is time for you to go ahead and take care of whatever is deeply rooted within your life. Go ahead and take care of it now, so that you don't have to worry about it later. Everything is positioned in your life for a reason. Everything is taking place in your life for a reason right now, so that you can go ahead and move forward in the direction of where you want to go. I didn't expect to come here. I didn't want to come here. I felt like I was going backwards. I felt like I was letting myself down. I felt like, how could I do this to myself? But in reality, what I was doing was I was actually being a blessing to someone else, and I was also being blessed. I had to take care of some things that were not dealt with appropriately before I was able to go ahead and move forward. And I'm so happy that I understand that. I'm so happy that I receive it, that I'm taking ownership of it, that I'm understanding that, yeah, I did have some stuff that was going on, and this is how I'm working through it. This is how I'm getting through it. I'm not getting through it by myself. My God is helping me. My Heavenly Father is helping me through all of it, and He's helping me understand it. He's putting it at the forefront and saying, okay, this is what you need to take care of before you're able to move on to the next level. And because of that, I feel like a 100-pound weight is lifted off of my shoulders. I feel so brand new. I have so much positivity in my life that I never even expected to have, because of me actually taking care of the situation that was given to me at the most unusual time. And it's always going to happen at the most unusual time, where you have to take responsibility. You have to take ownership of what is placed right in front of you, because it's going to show you something. Something that is in front of you that you receive is not there for no reason. It has a reason. It has a purpose. But you have to look at it and understand, why is it here? Ask the question, why is it here? What is going on? What do I need to do in this moment in order for me to be able to move forward? Because You cannot move forward if you don't take care of the situation that is going on in your life right now. You have to understand, why is this here? Why am I here? Why am I in this situation? Why is this brought on me? And then you'll be able to move forward once you deal with that situation. So I hope that helped you. I hope you guys go ahead and take a look at the past sessions that I have uploaded on here. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, make sure you comment down below, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys in the next session. Until then, bye.